With the ever-increasing number of tightly packed developments going up in South Africa, it's a treat for an architect to work on a large stand with few limitations. Add a 180-degree panoramic view and the possibilities are endless. For architect Nico van der Meulen, this home just outside Pretoria was a great opportunity to play with form and materiality.
The basic concept stemmed from this site with the views and the fact that it's quite a large site. So we deliberately sort of stretched the house out over the site. But it also gave us the opportunity to give us a view from just about every room, and luckily enough the north was where the view is. And then we wanted to use these earthy materials to suit the site. The rusted steel actually blends in beautifully with the rock we used. The grey of the concrete is a nice foil against it. And then we used black and bronze type of colors to blend in with that.
The design of this home makes use of very clean, modern lines, which is not something that's all that common in our country, but very well suited to our climate and lifestyle.
The style of architecture works well in South Africa because we've got this fantastic climate. We've basically, here in the Highveld, we've got a 9-month summer. So you want a house that can open up to the outside, where you can naturally ventilate and light up the house without having to use electrical lights or air conditioning. And with the atriums in the middle, it gives you the security that we need in South Africa. And furthermore, the house is designed for our sort of indoor-outdoor lifestyle, and quite often big groups of people getting together.
To accommodate this lifestyle, the main living area of the home opens right out to the north, taking full advantage of the view and creating the perfect space for entertaining.
This area was designed for our typical South African lifestyle, where summers we're living mostly outdoors, and quite often, unless you design it properly, the poor woman is hidden somewhere at the back of the house and the men are having all the fun out on the patio. The whole South African lifestyle is based around your barbecue and entertainment and so forth. So we've got a pool here where the kids can swim right next to you, keep an eye on them. There's a jacuzzi for the adults, and down at the bottom there's a pool for the little kiddies to play. The interior designers brought in the wood to warm up the area a little bit, but at the same time we still used the polished concrete, the rusted steel, some glass, and then the very textured marble there. It was acid washed marble to create that textured countertop.
The use of various contrasting materials and colors is a common thread throughout the home. On the exterior, these contrasts define spaces, and in the interior, add texture to the design.
The choice of materials basically started with a rock which was all dug out of the site. As we were digging foundations, we found the rock and we decided, let's use it. And then we had to use colors that picked that up, so the bronzes and the rust of the steel picked that up very nicely. But against that we wanted a neutral foil, so we used the concrete as our neutral foil to set off the other colors. And then we started playing with concrete in different guises, both the off-shutter, the polished floors in sections, polished worktops in sections, with the very light colored tile that almost looks like concrete itself. Concrete is a very neutral material most of the time. So you can use huge walls of concrete, put a nice painting against it or a piece of sculpture in front of it, and it really brings it out. Whereas if you start using paint colors and stuff, you're sort of tying yourself into a color scheme, which you don't get with concrete with the neutrality of the grey.
The solid grey walls also create a sense of strength to counter the very open nature of the design.
What we're also using quite a bit nowadays is precast panels that looks just like off-shutter concrete that we fix to the walls, because of the fact that it can be made on one side of the site out of the way and fixed towards the end where there's no more chances of it getting damaged or stained or whatever. But a lot of the concrete of this house is actually structural concrete, so that we had to do it in situ.
The concrete has also been embellished to make it appear as separate blocks stitched together. Combined with the polished steps and other materials used in the design, this demonstrates its versatility as an aesthetic finish, which is particularly evident in the double volume entrance of the home.
The Concept here was to create a very transparent looking sort of space, and we then used the glass for balustrades, and the balustrade at the top is also very much see-through with the staircase floating, and the polished concrete with the steel again gives you that nice combination of materials, and the grey off-shutter concrete against the rusted walls also works well.
This home is an intriguing play on layering of shape and texture. Ultra-modern in design, it stands out in its environment, but is softened by the use of natural materials and earthy colours.